Good morning there, Kaylee. How are you doing?
I'm good, Brad. How are you?
I'm doing well as well. Thank you very much. So we are on our third and final video. Yay!
Woo!
For this project here, this coaching project. Okay, so by now you ended up doing the Adobe Spark assignment that you asked me to help you out with in regards to how to properly to give you a suggestion, should I say, on how to implement a project that you normally would have done in class to a project in our new and enhanced social distancing platforms that we're all using right now. So as I said a few seconds ago, I suggested that you kind of use the Adobe Spark in regards to having, the students be able to do this project like this. So, as I said to you already, this is something that you implemented already. So how'd it go? Tell me a little bit about, how the project turned out.
It went really well. I had the majority of my kids participate in it. Only a couple of them didn't, which is to be expected with this online platform. I think that overall the video probably worked better for this assignment, honestly, than the typical, give them a worksheet and they do a web quest type thing. I think it was more interactive. I did have a couple of issues. So because we have this online platform, it was hard for me to be able to troubleshoot with the kids, which was a little bit of a concern for me. And it's mostly just because of, we're online. I'm not in the classroom to help them. So it might be different if I were to implement it next year. But some kids weren't able to record. So they would hold down the little microphone button and try to record. But as soon as they clicked and held, it would hold it down for like a second, and then it would let it go. It would release.
Okay.
So I ended up working around it. I told the kids, there were probably 4 or 5 of them who weren't able to record.
Okay.
And I told them, if you can't get it to record, then just put text on there instead. So what you would have said through the audio, just put it as text on the video and go like that. And so it ended up working out, but that was one of the issues that I did have.
Okay. Yeah. And, that's one of the hardest parts about this across the board.
Mm-hmm.
It's, being, not being with the students whenever you're doing something like this. Being able to help them, it's difficult because it's like, you shoot them an email and then they shoot you an email. Or, if you're lucky enough, maybe you can, kind of go in and do like a video chat and kind of show them how to work it. But, even then, like I said, it definitely can be, something difficult. So, but yeah, like I said, that's just kind of where we're at right now. Right. And kind of doing the best we can with the material that we have. So, say roughly, how many, I know you touched on this a little bit a few seconds ago, but in regards to the amount of students that did this, are we talking 80%, 90%, 95%?
Well, I implemented it in 3 of my 5 classes. So it's my 3 intro classes, and each one has about 25 kids per class. Probably had about 5 of them in each class that didn't do it on average. So we're looking at 15 out of 75. That's rough math in my head. Like 75%, something like that.
Okay. And was that about what you thought?
Yeah. And that's how much I've been getting on basically every assignment.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, that's about for myself, with my classes, that's about the same too, whenever it comes down to the classes. So let's kind of hit back on, you implementing the tool. How did you go about introducing it to the students?
So I used your screencast that you had sent me, walking the kids through how to actually use the Adobe Spark feature, the video feature. And I think it went really well because I didn't have any kids asking me, how do I do this? I don't understand. It was just the ones who weren't able to record. So when I see that kids are able to do the project, get it done right, and don't have any questions about how to do it, that's when I know that the instruction has worked. And so the screencast really worked.
Yeah, screencasts are awesome. I know that's also something that you said that you've never really used before, but they're really nice because, like I said, it gives you that ability to go in and, you know, you can share your screen and you can kind of walk them through that process in terms of, you know, letting them see you physically do it other than you just kind of writing directions. And like I said, a lot of times I think that ability to physically show the students how to do it really helps, because then they can kind of use that as a guide, right? You know, so okay, good deal. So, you know, would this be something that you would utilize again in your class for either a project like this or maybe another project down the road?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought this was fun. I've been wanting to introduce multiple media platforms in my class because we're graphic design. We do a lot of like digital design, making PDFs and stuff like that. So doing more video formats and reaching out into different kind of design platforms is something that I've been wanting to do. So having this kind of hits that for me. And I think it'd be really good to implement on this assignment next year, but probably do it as something that they would do at home. So we would run through how to do the video, but in terms of them actually recording the audio, it might be easier for them all to do it at home because they don't have like the noise of the classroom and everybody trying to record at once. But I definitely think it's really helpful. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I that's definitely something that you need to consider, the whole multiple people recording things at one time. I've done a project, kitchen equipment project, where I've had kids make videos, and then you have like two, you know, groups in the kitchen trying to make a video at the same time, and you can hear them both talking and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely something like that would be, you know, a lot easier if they could, you know, either do it at home or do it, you know, on their spare time or whatever the deal is, so that it's quiet so you can actually understand, you know, what they're saying. So, so yeah, like I said, I'm really glad this worked for you. I'm really happy that, you know, you were able to utilize something like this to kind of help you out in terms of making sure that, you know, that you were able to do this project and you know, continue on with what you're trying to, you know, teach your students. So like I said, I'm really happy that this worked out for you. So like I said, that's, you know, I thought this all went really well. And, you know, as I've said to you before, I mean, even though we're done with this particular project, you know, if there's anything I can do for you from here on out in the next, you know, couple weeks that we end up having here, you know, at the end of the semester, you know, let me know. You know, let me know if there's any other projects that you need any help with. So
I absolutely will. You're going to be my tech guy go-to from now on.
yeah, I don't know about that, but you know, I'll definitely do what I can
Yeah.
to kind of help you out. I mean, because a lot of times whenever you're able to, you know, include, you know, any type of technology into the class, I think it really, especially nowadays with the kids need this. I mean, so into, you know, their, you know, different technologies out there, their videos and whatnot that they, you know, their TikToks and all that jazz, you know, that if we can implement something like this, a lot of times it, you know, makes it a lot easier for them and a lot better for them. So, and they're a lot more involved.
Yeah.
It's a lot more involved. So,
yeah.
Okay. So, once again, thank you for doing this. You know, and as I said before, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
Will do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.